Yeah.
Welcome everybody to MWA Unleashed. We are just 2 weeks away from our next big event, MWA Retribution, coming to you live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And ahead of that show, we have one of the biggest main events in Unleashed history tonight as the World Spotlight Championship gets put on the line. World Champion Avery takes on former champion Blank. Beyond that, we have huge TV title action as a week after we saw Kev return, I don't think anybody could believe it, Steve gets a shot at the television championship against Jonathan Colt. Beyond that, Jimmy Sins takes on Tarah, Slickbait takes on Faywind. We got a packed show tonight.
It's a great show we got ahead of us, Nuck, and I can't wait.
Let's go! Spin out my life, breaking all the rules.
Here comes. He calls himself the Superman. I don't know the last time I've heard him call himself that. Steve is here. And
every time I see a new person come up trying to face Jonathan Colt, it's more and more disappointing. I mean, come on! He can't face Jonathan Colt. He's not at his level. Look, this is pointless.
I mean, Steve is just coming off of being national champion for like 3 months. He won the main event of Extreme Chaos last year. He's a former world champion, former Ironman champion. Steve has done just about everything to do, and the TV championship is just one more thing to add to that list.
Relying on a win against Jonathan Colt to bounce back after losing your championship is stupid. And Kev's face is also stupid. I love that. And it's time to show some respect to the champion of MWA, the greatest of all time himself.
You sound like you're underwater, but the man who is not underwater, and he is breathing rarefied air, is our television champion. We see Aliku in the front row calling Colt a peanut butter bitch.
Aliku needs to get out of this building.
Jonathan Colt. Last week, we saw Equinox, this is former Hironaka, cheating, securing Colt the win over Doppel, and that is not something we've ever seen Colt have to resort to before.
Is it really cheating?
I consider it cheating. Nonetheless, it's a very rare sight. Jonathan Colt, you have to wonder, is the Empire finally crumbling? Is he stares down Kev.
Oh, shut up, Nuck. What Empire is following this man forever? Reign supreme in MW. I have no idea what you're talking about. Jonathan Colt isn't slowing down. He isn't losing a step. He isn't getting any rust. Jonathan Colt will continue to defend and win and beat the shit out of Steve. I can't wait.
As the current television champion just stared off with the first ever television champion. Kev, no stranger to this style of match. We saw him putting away opponents in not just 10 minutes, but sometimes in a couple seconds. He got bodies. He did a lot of damage during his time as television champion. Probably still unmatched by Jonathan Colt, despite everything Colt has done while he's champion. And if Kev's able to pass some of that knowledge, some of that wisdom down to Steve, maybe give Steve a bow and arrow, maybe give Steve a glass shard.
Some lean, maybe?
Kev can be dangerous. And we're gonna have to see. Steve is gonna play by those rules.
I wish Kev stayed 6 feet under. And here we go. Jonathan Colt.
Two
Reign
big
of
men.
Terror continues. And Steve with the waist lock. Oh my god, a German suplex lifting up Jonathan Colt.
You know, these two are not strangers to each other. You have to look all the way back about 6 months ago to Heatwave when Steve hosted an open challenge. That got accepted by Jonathan Colt. And we saw a bit of supernatural interference from Coloki, a man that Jonathan Colt has had a lot of history with. But Steve got the win that night. So there is precedent for Steve getting the victory over Colt, and there's precedent for why he could very well walk out tonight with the TV championship around his waist.
Steve will just, by the end of this night, knock all that Steve will be is another name in the list of victims of Jonathan Colt. Slipping behind, oh my god!
The Superman lariat. My god, the Superman is back.
Reforming to his old nickname, no longer the problem, back to being the Superman that won an MWA Universal Championship in his time. Forearm strikes now.
Looks like any problem Steve had got solved when he was removed from the Steel City Saints and brought back their former leader that we have not seen in a long time, Kev. Jonathan Colt. Looks like he's trying to create a problem with his zone.
And
Rose.
Oh my god, to Steve, these two men are throwing each other around in the way and their size, and a massive hip attack near the corner.
I cannot believe the strength of Jonathan Colt sometimes as we watch him launch Steve from corner to corner, 20 feet across the ring.
Jonathan Colt absolutely destroying and dismantling Steve in the corner. Nothing surprising there, though. Of course, Jonathan Colt is undeniable.
We saw Kev walking around ringside, got in the face a little bit of the man that beat him for the television championship, Aliku. We have a lot of television championship prestige around the ringside area right now.
When can we get Aliku out of this building? He's fired. Get him out of it.
He bought a ticket.
He looks stupid. So does Kev.
Jonathan Colt trying to stick Steve's head down so that he could pick him up for the Colt 45, but Steve manages to get out of the way as he throws a couple shots, throws a lariat, sends Colt back. He hits the ropes, comes back for a spear. Colt catches Steve, front chancery suplex.
The Coltplex, I think you mean. Jonathan Colt getting Steve down.
I will not indulge in this man's ego. Jonathan Colt grabbing onto the wrist of Steve and stomping his head out. As the referee's trying to stop it, trying to get him away. He starts to count, gets up to 4. And speaking of time, we're up to 3 minutes in this match. About 7 minutes left until we hit the time limit. Unlike last week, which had an extended time limit, which Hironaka and Equinox got involved long before that time limit hit. This match is back to the traditional time limit, 10 minutes. And this time, Colt manages to get Steve up. Steve's in a bad spot. About to get hit with the Colt 45. He slips out of the way.
Steve, make quickly though. Oh my god, no! Running back elbows, strike to the beautiful face of Jonathan Colt. And once again with another one. Swinging from now, neck breaker from Steve.
That was a clean neck breaker. Steve's got Colt down. Colt's resorting. He's rolling out the ring, trying to get a breather.
You mentioned earlier Colt's ego, but Colt doesn't deal in ego. He deals with beauty and dominance and amazingness and aura and legacy and everything.
Yeah, like you would know anything about aura.
How about you kill yourself?
Oh my god. Steve with huge clubs to the chest. Steve with huge clubs to the chest at Jonathan Colt. We have rarely seen Colt in a state of vulnerability where he's on the outside of the ring trying to avoid conflict, trying to avoid getting hit. And a drive-by from Steve. He said,
"Oh my god, Jonathan! I've never seen Jonathan Colt being kind of dominated like this by Steve. This is quite impressive."
But I'm serious. I think things might be looking down for Colt.
Oh, you are delusional. Give him about 5 seconds. Colt will be back in this. But he better do
Steve.
quick punches to the face, getting him near the barricade. Come on! Colt, do something! This is very unfitting of him.
Steve resets the count. Of course, you could not win that TV title by count out. We saw
There
Steve.
we go! Back body drop, sending him into the crowd! That's what I've been waiting for!
Now, like I just said, Steve has to have Colt in the ring if he wants to win the title, but Jonathan Colt is already champion. If Steve is stuck on the outside and he can't get back in the ring, then Colt just retains and he goes home and he
What the hell? Springboard! What is going on, Jonathan?
What is this guy doing? What? What?
Jesus!
Jonathan Colt.
What?
Jonathan Colt just launched himself onto the floor. I mean, it's a carpeted floor, but that's not much. That's not much to separate you from concrete.
For Jonathan Colt, he just springboard and ate shit on the floor. Steve walks away. Lesson learned from Jonathan Colt.
Oh, look, you're getting as close to the action as he's gotten since that Cash or Bankrupt match.
Oh my god, can we stop talking about Liku? I thought I could finally get his name out of my mouth as soon as he got fired.
Well, Colt is back in the ring, and so is Steve. Just a little under 4 minutes left in this match. I can sense it. I think feels very likely we're about to see a new television champion.
No, absolutely not. You learned anything from Jonathan Colt?
Fist. Are we about to see a Superman spear? No!
Oh, knee lift on Jonathan Colt.
Steve runs right into the knee of Jonathan Colt. Colt rebounds out the way, swings the arm, flashbang. Steve catches him. Steve catches him with a flashbang.
No, like this.
And a spear. He hits it. He hits it. Come on. Pin him. New champion. New television champion. One.
Somebody.
Two. No.
Goodness. Jonathan Colt. Leg on the bottom rope. Cry about it. Jonathan Colt is still in this.
Steve cannot believe it.
Fingers. Are you stupid? That was two and he got his foot on the bottom rope.
Steve cannot believe it. Jonathan Colt with some bad positioning. If Steve had him an inch closer to the center of the ring, he'd be your television champion right now.
But he didn't, and he's stupid for it. Jonathan Colt just showed some intense endurance. Looking for the splash now on a Jonathan Colt.
We have 2 minutes left in this match. Clothesline from hell.
Clothesline from hell. Good God, both men. Maybe they should stop diving. It's clearly not their forte.
Colt is pushing this man to his limit, and he's got a chair.
I mean, if the ref doesn't notice, it's all good. It's all good in my eyes.
Somebody did notice. Look who's behind him.
No.
Got the chair. Kid's got the chair.
What you got to do with this? Get it out of here. Come on. You got nothing to do with this match. Get down. That's all. You're not there for that. You're there to cheer on Steve and nothing more. Get out of there.
The referee's trying to figure that out, and Colt. No.
Oh, there we go. Using his baby to his advantage. Oh, no.
Steve with a bicycle knee. He's trying to dodge that championship. This is the same thing we saw Colt do last week to put away Doppel. Last week, it was the world title with help from Equinox. This time, Colt grabs his own title, and he knocks out Steve. And we have a minute left in this match.
About time. If a tree falls in the forest but nobody's around, did it really fall? As he grabs him up, crucifix for the Colt 45. There it is.
No. And
Gates
Jonathan Colt.
You better believe it, Knock, and still your TV champion.
Jonathan Colt gets his win unfairly. The same thing that happens last week.
Life isn't fair, Knock.
We've seen this man.
TV champ right there.
We've seen this man do a lot of damage to a lot of people for the first time Really, it seems like the first time ever he's applying some outside help, some weapons, some friends. I really think the Empire is crumbling.
It ain't not the real champion. One here today, the greatest television champion. Kev better look on.
And it's been rolling
To the
up and in God, I know I'm one. My
I'm sorry for this. We're gonna come backstage. Welcome everybody backstage. I am Nuck, representing the Minecraft Wrestling community, and I'm joined here by Shiff. Shiff, last time we saw you killed Cassie. Cassie exploded. She died. I mean, she was here somehow last week, but you're back finally. What's next for you?
Yes, 2 weeks ago, you guys witnessed me put my life on the line trying to solve the problem I had with Ultraviolet, and I'm glad to say I can put that part of my career behind me and finally get back on track. Coming into 2025, I have my eyes set on one thing, and that's reclaiming the title. I was never given the proper rematch I was promised. So Jonathan Colt, you can walk around the locker room being a bully, and you can keep yelling your name obnoxiously. But at the end of the day, there's only one name the fans chant, and I'll be damned if I let them down.
Huge words from the Say Hey Kid, looking to take back what used to be his. We'll get you back to the ring.
Do you really wanna taste it?
And here he comes.
Make a move extreme.
The Peacemaker.
To your dreams. Upload straight to the stars.
Smile backing Slick. Just a few weeks after they lost the thing that they held so dearly. About 2 years ago, Slickbait was recovering from his loss of the World Championship, and right now, we're seeing Dobby go through the same thing. Looks like after last week, Smile has a bit of a challenge, and they're grabbing some microphones. They left a challenge for that World Championship. We'll see if they have anything to say before this match.
Well, let's go to the ring and find out.
How are we doing, Manhattan Center? We don't want to keep you here for too long because Slick has a match up next. But we just wanted to talk a little bit more on the challenge we laid out last week. So me, Doppel, and Slick have been talking backstage. And I know we said we didn't need a verbal confirmation from EQ. But I think we deserve to hear that, as well as you guys do. So I'm going to let Doppel do most of the talking tonight. But I think everyone here wants to see Doppel versus EQ. Right, guys? That's what I'm talking about. Doppel, go ahead, tell them what's on your mind.
Right, now, I've had a bit of time to reflect since I took a loss to Colt, and it's truly helped me realise that I can see completely through you and your little goons, Equinox. Now, let's go through the list here. One of you is a nobody who rode EQ's coattails into fame, and as I'm speaking about you, I'm already forgetting your name. Now, the other one is a sadistic pile of shit who clearly did not get enough love as a child and who can't win a match against me on his own. He needs help from his other little friends. And now finally, we come down to you, Equinox, the head honcho. I know a lot of people like to write you off just as Kong's little brother, but I completely disagree with that. Because there was a point in time where Kong carried this industry on his back, and you don't get to tarnish his legacy any more than he's already done to himself. You don't even deserve to stand in your brother's shadow. And I never wanted to bring emotion into this business. I wanted to play the clown and be everyone's friend, but I'm not able to do it. And it's because of you, and it's because of you hurting my friends and not playing by the rules that everyone else plays by. I'm completely sick of it, and I'm completely sick of you, EQ. I'm far removed from the person you faced last year, so I'll lay down the challenge, and I hope that you find the balls somewhere to respond soon enough. So how about it? Me and you, Doppel versus Equinox, 2 weeks time, retribution. Slick beat? You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, it's just that bottle of beer you gave me last night made me forget that it was Valentine's Day yesterday. But I do remember that I have a match.
Slick
So
bait.
I need to get this. Oh,
Slick might not be coming to this match sober, it doesn't sound. Did he?
I could not give you a clear-cut answer on that, but what I do know right now is that the lowest of the low is here on Unleashed. Here comes Faywind.
Beyond getting into this match and getting into what we're about to see, Doppel has officially laid down the challenge for Retribution against the world champion. That is huge news.
Two big men going at it at Retribution. It will for sure be a great match. But speaking of great matches, here comes a man like Faywind. And listen, I get it. Everybody doesn't like Faywind. I've had my issues with Faywind as well. But you cannot deny that the man can go. He is an incredible talent, and he can go. Win, lose, or draw, this man is absolutely phenomenal what he can do inside that ring.
Faywind, you could say he's phenomenal, but he's been chasing one thing the last month. We have not seen him get it done yet. Last week he hit a breaking point, told Avery Burns, it doesn't matter if Blank beats you tonight, it doesn't matter what happens, I need to beat you, title or not. Faywind is at a breaking point here, and he's got a lot to prove against Slick.
Faywind is a very tall guy, standing at 6'4", around the 250-pound mark. This man is not as small as he used to be, but a man like Slickbait, obviously having a weight and size disadvantage here tonight as the bell rings and we are underway.
Faywind rushing after Slick. They seem to have swapped corners. Slick dodged that.
Faywind.
Faywind goes again. Arm drag. Slick catches him.
Slick obviously not doing that much damage here in the opening goings of this matchup as Faywind rushes at him again, but Slickbait with another arm drag sends Faywind into the corner.
Slick is always so good at avoiding damage or avoiding the combat. So every time Faywind rushes after him, tries to hit something, Slick's able to grab the arm, throw him over it, and avoid throwing any strikes, avoiding anything, and he rolls
roll
up
up, here we
Faywind.
go!
This match could
One,
be over.
two! Faywind, big kick out at 2. That was close.
I could talk
Imagine
about-
Imagine if Slickbait got the roll up on him just under a minute in this match.
If you look up underdog in that dictionary, Slickbait's name comes up. Slick has done a lot of things that nobody thought he could ever get done. He's taken world champions to the limit. He's beaten world champions at Faywind's. We talk about how Faywind keeps getting so close, but so far from getting that world championship around his waist, that Spotlight Championship. If Slick's able to put Faywind away, then you know that can't feel great for Faywind because Slick's been in a very similar position to him.
Slickbait went for that hug. Faywind just shoving him off. It's kind of a rude gesture, don't you think?
Faywind, yeah, I'd say he can be pretty rude. We saw him, he hung his former best friend Dilson. That was pretty rude.
Dilson.
Faywind with some knee lifts, slamming Slick in the stomach, knocking him towards the ropes, a basement drop kick, knocking Slick down, now sending these elbows to his head.
Faywind capitalized on using his left arm to get the job done with these strikes.
Now bring Slick back up to his feet. Faywind whipping Slick bait off the ropes.
Oh, the
Catches in
psychosis!
a psychosis.
That crooked arm lariat sending Slickbait inside out as Faywind is looking for a cover here. The referee making the count. 1, 2, Slick able to kick out.
I've never seen someone kick out with a smile on their face, but Slickbait has done it. He's
I think
uniquely positive, unique attitude that he brings to the ring.
I think that just means Faywind has to hit harder in this match.
Slick, he has vodka on his mind. That's not going to get him the win. He's got to focus on Faywind, focus on the match.
You can only wonder if he can feel these effects right now.
Salvo mentioned Delta dropkick. You can see once again right there in the front row is Aliku. I commend him for buying these tickets. It lines my pockets. It pays my bills.
I mean, at least he's paying. At least his money's going to the company to help it make the. Help the company out.
Yeah, I just he can't cross that guardrail anymore, else he gets thrown out. Slick with
Wait
a
a minute.
roll up. Referee
1,
counts.
2.
1, 2. Faywind stays alive.
Oh, wait a minute.
Overhead belly to belly.
Into the corner. Oh, another belly to belly suplex. Overhead. And now, Faywind running back at Slickbait and a huge Hurricane Rana.
Sending
Right into the
Faywind
corner.
down in the corner. Slickbait is up. Slickbait standing tall. He could have this match in the bag.
If Slickbait gets the win here, then maybe Slickbait could be next in line for a potential future Spotlight Championship match.
Slickbait on the ropes. We've
We
seen
know
him
what he's going
start to
for here.
perfect this move. It could be time for the slingshot spear.
Spear.
And that could be it. That could very well be it.
I don't think Slickbait's going for a cover. I think he has to get the job done here. Uh-oh. Going behind. I think we know that Slickbait is going to put...
Spinning out Faywind Peacemaker. Oh, my
God!
The
comatose! The comatose!
Faywind caught him. Faywind caught him.
Faywind caught him with a comatose from out of nowhere.
Slickbait's down and Faywind is up. I didn't expect this. Faywind go for a pinfall.
Hey!
Oh my God!
Wait!
Doppel just pushed his feet off.
Faywind had his feet up on those ropes, and Doppel pushing them off.
Mile making sure that Slick is protected, making sure that Faywind does not cheat, and hell to make sure that he doesn't get away with it.
Absolutely.
They're arguing with the ref a little bit of harsh words. Ref Steve seems to be a little bummed out. Faywind's not happy about that. And oh my God.
Oh, wait.
No!
Oh my God. The chain punch right to the gut. Faywind using that chain from his time in the Lotus. Still using it to his advantage.
And you can just see Smile streaming it out. Dobby saying he used the chain. But it's a little too late for that. Faywind grabs a full Nelson. The ref didn't see a thing.
Oh, here we go. Faywind gonna hit it right here. Near death experience.
Faywind jumps right onto Slick.
It has put many away, and Nuck, I think it's gonna put Slick away here with the 1, 2, and 3.
Ridiculous.
Faywind with a big win here tonight on Unleashed. Unfortunately, Faywind having to resort to cheating to get the win here tonight.
Faywind, he cheats, and clearly he doesn't mind. He got the victory that he wants.
Faywind making his leave as Slickbait gets dragged out of here. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got more on Unleashed coming up next.
I am Nuck backstage once again, this time joined here by Raging Rich, the national championship briefcase holder. And Rich, you called me back here because
Good.
you want to talk about that briefcase a little bit. What do you got to say?
Oh, Nuck, I got a lot to say, but let me just start. It's been a nice, long month ever since I won this national briefcase. And man, during my entrance, I was talking to a bit of those fans, talking about taking them to the promised lands. Unfortunately, I did not grab the world case, because unfortunately, a British guy low-blowed me right before I actually got it. But however, I did grab the national case, and I think that is a very good start. However, I am still aiming for that top prize. However, that is the future. Right now is the present, Nook. And I'm here to keep my promise about reaping what I've sowed and building that trust back with those fans out there. And that leads me to this case right here in my hand. I won't be like any other case holder we have in these past few years. Let's list them. Let's list them, a couple of them off, shall we? Taco, Ruck, some British dude with less aura than Jasper. Just to name a few. And speaking of Jasper, I know Saints has been, sending messages on Twitter or something about me, about not cashing in this thing on Jasper. Saints, if you can hear me somewhere, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the honorable thing and call my shot beforehand. I hope everyone back here knows that.
Some strong words from the holder of this case. And, Rich,
What? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Did I just hear the Raging Rich say he's going to do the honourable thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Rich, you haven't done anything honourable in your life. At least I am going to be honest with these terrible, and I do mean terrible people. Rich, you're delusional saying you're going to announce your cash-in. You're not going to do that. You were never going to do that. You're going to do the same thing as me. I will become the world champion,
will you?
and the MWA will be under my thumb. So no matter what happens, Rich, I'm going to main event Extreme Chaos, and there is nothing anyone on this roster can do to change that outcome.
You know what? I can't wait for April to come by, because I know exactly how to change that. See you around, boy.
Huge words from two people who do not get along. Let's get back to the ring. I read over this weekend that Tarah is cleared to compete. So, we're gonna see what happens tonight.
No,
Oh, she walks to the ring.
Is she? Oh, she's walking. She's looking at one of the lights on the stage. I don't know if she's complete. Is that good for you? Staring in the stage lights, is that good?
Maybe she's just checking to see. Oh, she's purifying her corneas. I don't know what that. Is that a real thing you can do?
I don't know. Nuck, I don't know if you took a look at the match card graphics, but Tarah was not even facing the front of the camera. She was turned around. You could see the back of her head in the match card.
Well, yeah, that camera's bugged. It goes straight to the CIA. Why would she want to stand in front of that?
What? So everyone's just turned. So you allow anyone to turn around when taking photos for renders?
You have to make some compromise when somebody's in a condition that Tarah is in.
I guess that's fair. Tarah doing the worm in the corner as Jimmy Sins is about to make his way out, the Skyhawk. And we've seen over the past few weeks, Rich and Jimmy were talking it up, and Rich thinks that Jimmy can be a greater version of himself, can he not?
I think Jimmy Sins has done a lot already. I think as Rich grows and as Rich tries to be a better person, like we saw him say that he wants to call his shot and advance to the national championship, I think just as much as Rich is going to rub off on Jimmy Sins, I think Jimmy Sins is going to rub off on Rich. I think those two are going to help each other reach some great heights. And what is Tarah doing? No!
Wait, Tarah's pulling Jimmy down. Wait just a second.
Zombie Cyborg? The referee's got to get this under control before the match gets underway. The referee's shocked.
I don't think Tarah is very educated in steampunk culture.
Is she educated in cyberpunk culture?
Does she play cyberpunk?
I don't know. I don't know if she can play anything, right? Quarter Meteora. Somebody get Tarah out of here. Somebody get her in the opposite quarter.
The bell isn't even rung. She's going for a cover. 1, 2, 3. I think the match is over. But wait, no, Jimmy lifts the shoulder at 1.
That was almost the fastest match in history. What's going on?
Anything can happen on Unleashed, Nuck. Anything can happen. But now Tarah with some roundhouse kicks, 3 of them, going towards the head of Jimmy Sins. Go for another. Jimmy with a big European uppercut. Knife edge chop from Tarah. And now a drop saw off the chest. Jimmy knocking back Tarah in the corner, and now a big enziguri.
Jimmy Sins finally fighting back from the damage that Tarah did before this match, even before the bell even rung.
You know, we don't call it the enziguri anymore. We call it the ghetto blaster. But wait a minute, Tarah reversing the rip. Jimmy Sins. Tiger feint. European uppercut.
That's where he gets his name. Jimmy Sins uses those ropes to his advantage, comes back around. He finally gets the chance to take off his jacket.
Jimmy Sins.
Forearm. Jimmy throws Tarah to the center of the ring. He makes his way up to the top rope, or should I say the middle rope, going for tornado DDT. Tarah catches. Of course, Tarah's lost a lot of things in the recent weeks. She's lost some skin color. She looks very pale. She's lost her mental stability, but it appears she has not lost her strength. That we are seeing a glimpse of the Hoss right there with how she's able to pick up Jimmy Sins, throw him back down to the ground with that suplex. She picks him up again. German suplex.
I mean, at least Tarah, is...
She said, listen. This man is an international terrorist. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. Dream Island? Dream Island?
What is Dream Island?
You mean Battle for Dream Island, the internet show? Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know if Jimmy Sins was on that show. I think that show is still going. So I watched that show when I was like 10. Jimmy with a Hurricane Rana sends Tarah out of the ring.
I don't know where that series is at, but I know for a fact Jimmy Sins is going for a big... Wait just a second! Tarah with a big elbow strike.
That elbow strike looks to have knocked Jimmy Sins out and cleaned down. 1, 2 from the referee. The Skyhawk gets up. The crowd chanting, Tarah, take your meds. You need professional help. I mean, we used to see what it was like when she would take her meds, and I don't think it helped her quite the way that she needs help right now. I think she needs some brain scans, some MRIs, maybe a surgery. It's the referee trying to get her away from Jimmy and get her away, breaking up those strikes.
Wait a minute, Peach Sunrise, a signature move of Tarah's, trying to go for it. Trying to lock it in.
What?
Hey, what the hell?
There is a fan taking a video of this match, just being a fan, and what is Tarah's paranoid?
What the fuck? What is going on?
Tarah's trying to get off camera. Does she know this is a TV show? Get your neuroelectro torture out of my face. Is she okay?
What?
I know she's not okay.
What is that?
Jimmy Sins on the inside of the ring, just watching on.
Who's is that a real oh, wait a
Oh
minute.
my God, Tope! Tarah got distracted trying to get that guy to stop filming, and Jimmy Sins
Is
knocks
that a
her
real
down.
person? Is that a mask? That looks
Gets
like
her
a
back
mask.
in the ring. He's looking to springboard Hurricane Rana.
Jimmy Sins connecting with these Hurricane Ranas.
Folding Tarah up, getting the pin. Is this it? 1, 2. Tarah kicks out at the last second.
I'm getting a note on my fact sheet here. Tarah now refers to herself as the whistleblower.
I mean, from the
Oh,
attitude that she's
windbreaker!
had, and oh my, a windbreaker from Jimmy Sins. From
Is that
the
a new
things
move?
that I think that is a new move. From the things that Arrow Shock.
That ain't a new move. That's why we've seen him hit.
I can
The Arrow
very
Shock.
much believe that Tarah thinks she's blowing the whistle on something, but Jimmy Sins, either way, just got the win. The Skyhawk managing to get the victory over Tarah despite the terrible condition that Tarah is in right now.
I'm seeing a bunch of phones out in the crowd. Why did Tarah choose specifically that fan in the front row? You know what? We can't even ask why anymore. We just can't ask why.
Yeah, I don't know what goes on with her.
Uh,
It's
Jimmy's grabbing a microphone. He has something to say.
Nothing gonna bring us down. The way we fly.
Okay, real quick, I want to get off my chest. I know you're not there mentally, Tarah, but thank you. Thank you for giving me a real fight, and I hope you get better. And by the way, I'm not an agent of the CIA, as she said. But oh jeez, I gotta catch my breath. The reason I'm out here, the reason I'm with this new look, is the reason I wasn't here last week is because, you know, I got my ass handed to me in the war chamber. I need some time to recover, but something very important happened to me while I was resting. I got a message from the person that has taught me everything I know, the person I care for most in this world. It was Breezy. He told me he was proud of me. He told me he was proud, but you know, he also said something else. He told me if he really wanted me to make him proud, I would have to do things my way, be who I am, stop trying to be like him. So, you want to know something, MWA? I'm gonna start being who I am. I'm gonna start being the motherfucking Skyhawk, the person that I always wanted to be. And you know, you want to know something? My dream is not the spotlight title. It was never my dream. It was Breezy's dream. It was the dream he carried out for me. I wanted to win that belt for him and give it to him. Tell him that a part of him wanted with him. But that's not my dream. My dream is the same dream I've had since I started watching MXW in 2015. Whether it's called the MXW World Championship, the MWA Championship, I don't care! Equinox! I want the MWC World Heavyweight Championship! But guess what? I'm not just gonna demand it, I'm gonna earn it. So I'm gonna carry on your stipulation. So Hironaka, I'm looking at you. I'm taking you seriously now. You wanted my attention? You wanted to kill me? Guess what? You got it now! I'm gonna beat your ass and send you back to the slums of Japan. I'm not kidding around anymore. No more plain puns. No more goofy shit. Just Jimmy Sins.
I don't know if I've ever seen that much emotion in Jimmy Sins before, but he has called his shot for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Jimmy Sins has just called out Hironaka, and he says once he beats Hironaka, he's going to that world I can't believe it.
This is insane.
That is huge, and we still have a main event tonight.
You know, it feels real nice to finally have this title around my waist. But, you know, guys, I'm not going to talk about that. And I'm not even going to talk about whatever Jimmy Sin said earlier, because, quite frankly, I know he's not going to get past my boy Hironaka here. But what I am going to talk about is how tired of Smile's shit I am. You see, I've beaten Slick, I've beaten Dobby, and in the past, I've beaten Doppel too. But it just seems like he can't get enough of me. Smile can't get enough of me. And the only reason I didn't beat Doppel last time is because I was distracted. Dobby costed me that match, and so I cost him for this title. But you know, with Doppel, that's not gonna happen again. Cause I got these two guys right here next to me. So things will be different. And, you know, I gotta be somewhere soon, so I'll just say this before letting my pals here speak. Doppel, I accept your challenge. But when you get your ass handed to you, Smile better not come crawling back to me. So leave this title alone.
Jimmy, a couple of weeks ago, I sat out in an open alleyway, scheming what I would do to you if you tried to get in my way again. And here you are. I called you a dog, begging, pleading for every single opportunity you have ever had. And here you are, proving me right. You want another go at the Yankee. You want to prove yourself to Nuck, EQ, the crowd, yourself, or even worse, Breezy, that you would be champion one day. Well, let me give you a reality check. You are more lucky to see gold like this if you were like every other motherfucker in Chicago, panhandling for dreams. And guess what, you son of a bitch? Those dreams will never come true. Because I accept your challenge, not on the basis of me wanting to give you chance after chance, no. I want to shut you up for good. At Retribution, the mangy bitch, Jimmy Sins, is being put down.
You know, I've never gotten to speak in quite a while, but I do want to just talk to the camera real quick. I want you to zoom in. I want you to zoom in on this belt right here, because this belt is the most important belt in this entire sport, and it's all because of me. I've laid out everybody that was handed out in front of me. Rob Bones, Tarah, Shiff, Cassidy, you name them, I beat them. I beat Double last week. I beat Steve tonight. I am unstoppable. And this belt right here will remain around my shoulders forever. There is not a soul that can beat me because I have raised this title to new heights. And whatever belt and whatever challengers try to step up in front of me, you will never, ever take this belt off of me. Because every single person on this roster knows my name. I don't gotta scream it anymore. I don't have to yell a bunch of catchphrases just to get my point across. Everybody knows the name. And if you don't, you better get a fucking clue. Because I'm the World Television Champion. And I'm taking this belt to new heights. And this belt will only mean nothing. This belt will mean absolutely nothing when the day I retire it, because now and forever I am the World Television Championship holder. And that's all I got to say about that.
It is main event time. And if you really want to think about it, this is a match a year in the making. Here coming up at the end of January, it'll be the 1-year anniversary of when Blank won that championship. And he became the second ever Spotlight champion. Blank held that title for a few months. Made it to take up Endgame, where he faced Shawn Anderson. Cheated, pinned Shawn. And in the end, he was fortunately the loser of the match because that match got restarted. Shawn Anderson got the win. Blank was never seen in Takeoff again. Tonight, after 10 months, Blank is finally in the advisory as Saints. With National Champion Jasper behind him, he is invoking that rematch clause. You're seeing some new colors. This Steel City Saints, we've seen a new attitude these past few weeks. Blank is going to have to get through the champion. And right now, we are living in the reign of the longest reigning Spotlight champion in history.
About to make her presence felt.
We await Avery Burns has been champion all the way back August. She defeated Jacob Sterry on her own street at Takeoff House Party. She has held that title high and proud ever since.
Now, here comes the Spotlight Heavyweight Champion, the Mad Queen, Avery Burns.
Avery defending her championship for the first time since she had to, I don't want to just say she won, but she had to survive that war chamber. Defeating 5 other people, being put through hell. We saw Blank interfere in that match when he first tried to call a shot against Avery. Avery ducked out the way, intentional or not. Blank took out Shawn Anderson. We haven't seen Shawn Anderson since. Avery finally stepping up against Blank. We've seen her defeat Shawn. We've seen her defeat Jacob Sterry. At 126 days as champion, she's looking to make it to 127 and put away another Spotlight champion, whereas Blank is looking to become the first ever 2-time champion.
Avery with an attire resonating Go Shiozaki, a pro wrestling Noah legend.
These two staring each other down.
It's just a staring contest between these two. You can feel the tension rising as these two slowly pace around the ring.
The crowd's starting to pick up. These two soak in the atmosphere, soak in the crowd. anticipating the first time these two lock up against each other.
This is a make or break match for Blank as he hits Avery with an inside leg kick.
Sending Avery stumbling back.
Avery able to check the kick. Like I was saying, this is a make or break match for Blank. Obviously wants to get his spotlight title back to where it belongs. Only this time now in the SCS. As now he goes for a few more leg kicks, but Avery just able to check it.
Avery still has not fallen. Blank has thrown some strikes. It is not done what he wanted it to do. Is these two finally locking up? These two taking it very slow. This is probably the biggest match we've seen Blank in it probably since he lost that Spotlight Championship. What came first, that or the War Games he was in last year? Nonetheless, it's been a long time since Blank was in a position like this. With so much on the line. The one thing that was taken away from him almost a year ago, and he's waited so long for the chance to get it back. Avery gets backed off of the ropes.
This is a slow and methodical opening between these two, taking their time with caution. But now Blank answering with more strikes to Avery.
As Blank sends Avery off the ropes. Avery counters it, reverse whip. And these two are back up against each other.
Uh-oh, swinging the lariat. Blank ducks.
Blank slides out the ring.
Blank trying to catch a breather here, going back to his SCS comrades.
Blank standing with the SCS on the outside. Taking things very slow right now. The crowd's calling him a pussy for avoiding Avery right now. And I can't say I disagree.
Blank getting back in, trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Blank trying to prove these fans wrong. Big kick to the gut.
It's Blank. He keeps throwing those strikes, but, you know, we've seen him throw a lot of strikes so far. They don't really do what he wants them to. A diving shoulder tackle from Avery sends Blank down, and Blank is the first one to hit his back on the ground. Blank the first one to take a fall, despite Blank. If we were looking at this, if we were trying to score, Blank has thrown the most strikes so far, but Avery, that shoulder tackle has done the most damage so far. And a knife edge chop. The crowd is picking up as Avery is taking control.
We're almost at the 5-minute mark in this match, and both these competitors have not busted out their strongest offense yet. Their strongest moves in their arsenal that potentially gets them the win. Blank with his point blank finisher, Avery with a moonsault.
Avery sends Blank to a corner, running after. Blank sidesteps and a thrust kick.
Blank is on point with these kicks directly to Avery Burns. And now Blank up on the top rope. Here we go. Missile drop kick from the top rope.
Blank lays Avery flat down.
Saints and Jasper on the outside, very impressed. Saints with his Hall of Fame ring, his pint of beer in hand. Jasper with the national championship over his shoulder. Looking to add more accolades to the Steel City Saints is Blank, trying to regain that Spotlight Heavyweight Championship. Blank shoving Avery down onto the canvas. And now just putting the boot on her face. And the referee having to back up Blank with these counts 1, 2, 3, 4. But Blank under the impression that he has till 5.
It looks like Avery almost went through the ring.
Yeah, left a bit of a dent there.
Blank stands in front of the crowd. I don't know if he thinks he's seeking approval, but he's not going to get it from the crowd as we hear "Fuck the SES" echoing throughout Manhattan. Saints steps out to the apron. These two standing over the hardest part of the ring next to each other. Blank surely has something in mind as he goes for a roundhouse kick, but Avery catches the roundhouse. Apron exploder sending Blank to the ground.
Exploder suplex off of the apron.
Both competitors down on the outside. As we have seen, very methodical, almost mathematic approach to this match from these two competitors. The referee getting up to 5 now. I can't imagine Avery wants a draw. And if Avery is taken out within 8 minutes, I gotta say that might just leave the door open for Kazuron out here, and neither of these competitors might end the night with a championship. But Avery, nonetheless, managed to get back in the ring. Referee is up to 8. Blank has 1 second to get back in, and he makes it.
I wouldn't want to jinx it cash in just yet, but we need to see the wear and tear that Blank does to Avery first before he can try and walk out of here the Spotlight Heavyweight Champion once again.
As Saints and Jasper on the outside cheering on Blank. You got to imagine if it felt good for them to see him get back in the ring like that. That was very close call, but he is exhausted, cannot get up to his feet, it seems like. He got back in the ring, so this match is not over. But a win might be a far shot with the state that he's in already.
Avery yanking up the pariah, but Blank able to try and fight off of this.
It's the national champion running around the outside of the ring, trying to get the crowd to quiet down as they're putting the SDS down in their chants, saying that Avery is better than all of them. Roundhouse to the chest from Blank. Another thing to mention about the Steel City Saints is they've made quite the enemy. Just in the past couple of weeks, former SES member, former national champion Steve, who Saints spent a lot of time with, is now on the outs. And you could say they got pretty lucky with Steve having that match against Jonathan Colt tonight. Because right now, Steve is in the trainer's room right now, nursing what he went through in that match. He will not be in a condition to run out, and that leaves quite the opening for this trio to pretty much do whatever they want to Avery and really try to make sure that Blank gets the win. Blank sends Avery into the barricade. Blank and Avery. Avery against the guardrail. Blank looks to be revving up for something.
Is Saints Pines always full?
I believe Saints gets free refills.
That makes sense.
Jasper comes around with the bottle, and he's just always refilling it.
Back to the action. Blank in control of this contest. Avery with a knife edge chop. You can hear that in outer space. An absolute sizzling and loud chop. Trying to fry Blank's chest up as now Blank sidesteps. Another chop from Avery as her hand just hit the ring post. And that is not a good feeling for your hand to hit off of.
That is incredibly painful. To have your hand smash against the ring post like that.
I know you've been on the receiving end of that multiple times throughout your career. But now
100%.
Blank running the ropes and a big penalty kick right to the back. Saints yelling out goal like this is a soccer match.
Blank.
I think I just pissed off everyone in this continent of Europe.
Blank trying to speed things up a little bit as we see those repeated stomps to the arm of Avery. Fully trying to take control of this match.
Blank lining up. The Mad Queen. Blank might be looking for the exclamation point here. Blank now out of the corner. And now
Avery
another.
Trying to get up and gets caught with the penalty kick, sent right back down. Blank with a big boot. Fully targeting the arm of Avery. Blank shoving that chop away, shrugging it off, trying to overpower the pain, trying to prove to Avery that it does not affect him. But you got to imagine all the pain that he's trying to internalize right now and fight through as you see that smile grow on his face, just trying to play mind games. He catches.
Arm bar.
Avery, we've seen so much damage happen to this arm already. If we see Avery tap out and we see Blank tap the champion out and become the new World Spotlight champion, that will be a huge plus for the Steel City Saints.
That dangerous armbar. That's one of Blank's many 1,004 holds.
I heard he has only 1,003.
He might have forgotten.
I don't
He
know.
might have forgotten the Lion Tamer.
We've already had a man of 1,004 holds, the longest reigning world champion in history. Avery is only about, I believe, about 2 months from breaking that record. But she is really going to have to get through Blank if she has that goal in sight. And we see her trying to fight out of the submission, trying to fight out of the armbar. And I can't imagine the pain that you must be in to be stuck in this position for this long and to not crack, to not do anything about it.
Avery scrambling back, just kicking her way over to the ropes. As we are almost 15 minutes into this match.
It is a very unique match that these two are wrestling.
A very technical paced match. Obviously, these long matches, these two have studied for such a long time as Avery finally manages to get to the ropes. Of course, these two's wrestling styles influenced by All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah.
Avery somehow is able to reach the ropes, and Blank finally forced to let go of that armbar that we saw him hold on for so long that I'm shocked that Avery's arm is still in the socket.
Yeah, Blank was tugging on that arm, and if he continued to hold on to that any longer, he could have, like you said, just ripped it right out of socket. He might have seen a new Spotlight heavyweight champion.
As the referee's trying to see if Avery can even continue the match. The Steel City Saints trying to tell the referee to just call it and give Blank the belt, but Avery, she's back up to her feet. It doesn't look like she's interested in calling this match and giving up her championship. And she sticks the boot up,
Boot up from
pushes
Avery.
Blank back, running after it, a chop.
All lowercase chop right the Blank's way.
The crowd. Do you hear them come backing up with their support for Avery, cheering on the champion?
Oh, and a big
She
lariat.
throws a lariat. We see her coming back. She's regaining control and showing why she's champion and why she's made it this far.
Kev Dog was not a fan of that lariat.
Kev Dog. I don't know if we're gonna see him interfere in this match. I can't imagine it with Steve in the trainer's room still. So Blank might have to count himself lucky for that.
And now Avery yelling
continues
out
with a barrage of chops in the corner.
Avery yelling out to her idol, Kenta Kobashi, with these knife-edge chops. Kenta Kobashi, possibly the greatest wrestler to come out of Japan. Right next to Satomu Hironaka.
And Vox.
Him too. And now a big DDT from the Mad Queen. That used to put people away back in my day. Of course, Ravens, even flow DDT. Jake the Snake Roberts, normal DDT, the one that he invented. But now Avery, rising back up, looking down at Blank.
Avery standing over the red chest.
Yeah, that chest is the Blank's chest just beat red.
Kevin's on the outside of the ring, just fully arguing with Saints. I was gonna say point blank, but I don't want to give Blank the reference. That pseudo shout out as he starts to regain control. That drop kick to the knee of Avery, and it ends with Geary slowly regaining control. Kev says Saints stinks like body odor. I with how much he drinks, I believe it. I'll be honest. Blank grabs an abdominal stretch, has Avery in a very bad position. As we are getting deep into this match, we are almost at 20 minutes.
Avery Burns on the receiving end of possibly one of Blank's finishing maneuvers. But now Blank just locking in the submission hold. Has it locked in, this abdominal stretch. A classic.
We've seen the abdominal stretch as far back as the 1950s and the 1960s when pro wrestling was first being evolved, and we saw the first lineage of greats, the Frank Gotchas, the Gorgeous Georges. Those
The George
people,
Hackenschmidts.
those people were finishing off matches with that abdominal stretch. And as much as wrestling has evolved, those moves stay just as effective.
They sure
You
do.
can see these abdominal stretches doing a lot of damage.
I think
These-
Abraham Lincoln invented the abdominal stretch.
These chops, these simple strikes to the chest doing a lot of damage, as you can see.
Oh, the
In
punt
addition,
kick!
that Blank is in, that punt kick. Putting Avery in a bad spot, a kick to the head.
That punt kick was his old stablemate Taco's finisher.
All the way back in the franchise players. That is...
Yeah, Blank, Taco, Ultimate, and some other guy whose name I'm forgetting, but Blank with a big high kick. And Blank saying it does feel right this time. You can strum a few guitar strings, because I think Blank has this one in the bag.
Blank tries to get Avery up to her feet. He's going for a point blank. Looking to finish Avery off and put her away. Avery gets behind, spins
On the discus
around.
chop.
Discus chop straight to the chest.
Right to the neck. And
And
now
a
a big
lariat.
lariat.
Blank is back down on the ground.
We are 21 minutes into this match. This is an all-time classic right here.
This is
Between Avery Burns and Blank. This is a clinic. This is one for the ages.
A very unique match, a style that we rarely see in the MWC.
These two trailblazers putting on an absolute classic in front of these fans here in the Manhattan Center. And this is on free television, mind you. You can find more action like this only in the MWA and absolutely nowhere else.
Avery trying to regain strength in her arm. The arm that Blank has damn near broken throughout this grueling matchup. Really trying to regain strength, regain her composure. And Blank with a roundhouse kick to the chest, sending Avery back. And she follows up with a chop that slams Blank backwards.
Blank sent into the ropes and now a big roundhouse kick to the chest. And now Avery with another knife edge chop. Blank with a roundhouse. These two exchanging strikes. Jasper on the outside giving good advice to Blank, telling Blank to not give her any space. Now Avery with more knife edge chops. It is a strike exchange between these two competitors. And now, as this match is being recorded, we are 4 minutes away from you ending the company.
Yeah, that we are.
It is 4:41 p.m. as this match is being recorded. It is now 4:42 p.m. as this match is being recorded. We are 3 minutes left from not ending this company.
We have been here for a very long time.
We've been here for a long time in this fantastic matchup that I don't think will ever be replicated ever again.
Trading strikes. Zane sipping on his beer. Avery has Blank in the corner. Blank managing to fight back.
Kev's leaving the arena. He's had enough.
Kev has gone home.
He's
Tiger
trying to beat
suplex
traffic.
from Blank.
Kev's looking to beat traffic here tonight on Unleashed as we are 24 minutes into this matchup.
The crowd still cheering for Avery. Avery has kipped back up to her feet after that Tiger suplex. Turns Blank around, counters with the German.
Blank down and out with that German suplex. I have just gotten a text from Slickbait that he is now playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and he just saw a bunny rabbit. That is amazing, Slick.
That is incredible.
It is absolutely stupendous. Just like WrestleMania 38 Nights 1 and 2. The most stupendous event in our history. In the business's history. This match is also one of the greatest in the history of our sport, as these two are now exchanging strikes again. These roundhouses, these knife edge chops.
These two have been exchanging these strikes for quite a while now.
I'm sure there is a little boy at home right now sitting in front of his TV watching this match, looking up to these two competitors right now.
These two have been trading knife edge chop and roundhouse kick for quite a while now. Has to be about 5 minutes. I'm Blank with a high kick that sends Avery to the ground.
We are 1 minute away from you ending this company. But now, Avery with another knife edge chop. And these two are out on the canvas.
I think the
It is-
referee should be counting.
It is now 4:45. I think it is time for you to end the company.
I've been here for hours. I am exhausted.
But this is a great matchup between these two. As these two are down and out, I have to ask you a question. What are your thoughts on the LA Fires from this past weekend?
I think climate change is going to make the world uninhabitable, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Everybody has to do their part and throw away the trash and make sure that no carbon dioxide gets stuck in the Earth's atmosphere. Of course, nobody will listen to us because these people are gluttons.
Who did you vote for?
Like the presidential election,
Yeah.
I voted for Trump.
Yeah, I don't think that helps.
I think it does, kind of, maybe.
Not really.
I don't know. Let's see what it'll do first. He's not even inaugurated yet. He's got like a few days.
Avery goes for a burning fist. Blank catches with the high kick.
I wonder what a lot of these people's thoughts on this match will be after it's done. I bet they will be saying that this match is an all-time classic and that everybody should be looking up to this match.
I don't know.
Oh, the backdrop driver. Blank being dropped right onto his head. My goodness, that for sure must be it. Avery trying to bridge, unable. This match rolls on.
I think the
Have we
referee should...
fulfilled all our commercial break obligations?
I don't think we have commercial breaks.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is going on YouTube. We're not even on national television. Fuck. What a great contest between these two as they now stare at each other. We are almost 30 minutes. I wonder what Saints and Jasper think right now in their minds of this matchup. I'm thinking that Saints might come out of retirement just because of this match alone.
We've been here for a very long time, folks.
The action rolls on. We will keep these cameras rolling until there is a certified winner. Oh, the lamp!
Light the lamp.
Finally, a finisher. A finisher has been hit. A signature move has been hit in this matchup. Oh my god.
Avery
We are 29 minutes
barely
in.
holding on.
This is incredible shit. I have never seen anything like that before. We are 29 minutes in, and finally a signature move has been hit. This is record-breaking shit right here, Nuck. I can't believe it. Holy shit.
Blank has Avery on the top rope. He lit the lamp. He's going for something big.
This is amazing. Blank's on the top rope, taking as much time as he needs, trying to go for that Hurricanrana. Avery holding on. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Powerbomb.
Avalanche powerbomb off the top. We haven't seen that since Jonathan Colt won the World Television Championship from Koloki all the way back at Saturday Slam. Oh my goodness.
Is Blank
kicked out.
At the
referee
absolute
counted
last
3.
second.
The referee counted 3, but Blank just popping his shoulder up at 2.99999 as we are now over the 30-minute mark in this matchup. This is the longest match in Unleashed history, I think.
I've been here for almost 2 hours since the show started.
Faywind telling Avery to fucking end this match. That Avery will go as long as Avery will go as long as she wants.
Jasper's head hurts.
Jasper has a low attention span.
Avery makes her way up to the top rope. The crowd is chanting for Avery to end the match, and she goes for a moonsault. Blank put his knees up.
Whatever happens after this match is not in the hands of me and or Nuck. We are not responsible for anything that happens after this match. Blank throws up the X. Oh my goodness.
My God.
We might see a new champion right here, right now. The X trigger has been hit.
That's Vanish's move.
Where did Vanish go?
I don't know.
He got released. What a loser.
Blank with a point blank.
We have wheelchairs being spammed in the crowd.
We have been here for a very long time.
Cover 1, 2. Avery kicks out of the X trigger. I did not see that coming. We are 32 minutes in this match. I can see some people falling asleep in the crowd, but I don't know how they can. This is amazing shit right here.
We are seeing EPW chants. That is not a compliment.
I was not here for EPW, so I cannot comment on that, but I will take your word for it. Did you have a lot of success in EPW?
What are you trying to accuse me of?
I'm not
Sucking?
accusing you. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying, did you win titles in EPW?
That was a developmental that I was world champion before EPW was even a company.
Oh, well, sorry. I thought it was just another name for the MWA.
You know who was in EPW though? Taco, years after his debut.
Oh, Dream of Peace, that Argentine lung blower. I will only get that reference. Only me. Just me. I know the original name of that Argentine lung blower. It's from Roblox. I won't say from who or who the move is originally from, but Blank just kicked out of that. We are 33 minutes into this match. I have sat on my ass for this entire match. I have stayed glued to my seat. My butt is in the seat right now.
My cat is here. Everybody say hi to my cat.
Hello, Nux cat. What's its name?
Atticus.
Atticus.
Pretty cool cat.
Catechus, says Dobby. Fuck you. I hope you die.
Blank did kick out. That is right, Oliku.
Oh, the Burning Fist.
Burning
the Hurricane.
Fist.
Oh my goodness. We have more wheelchairs being spammed in the cloud. Not the cloud, sorry, the crowd.
Hironaka says, that's gotta be it, please. Avery goes up to the top rope. I think this is it. This is it.
The moonsault press. Referee, whatever you do, I don't care how fast you count, just hit it. Just please count the 3 as fast as you possibly can. The referee's down.
What do you mean the referee's down?
He's down the referee up. Oh, wait a minute. Avery gonna go for it one more time. This might be it. Right here. Exclamation point. Moonsault press again. Count the 3 right now. Right now. I have a gun to my head. I will pull the trigger. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Over.
That's it.
It's
34
minutes, 41 seconds. We have just received our biggest pop of the night that this match is over. This is the longest match in Unleashed history. Jasper and Saints are at the brink of suicide, just like you and I are at the brink of suicide.
I think the Spotlight title might have just lost world title status.
It is now the Spotlight Championship. It will not have the world or heavyweight. Oh my goodness, Jasper's attacking. Jasper is going into business for himself. Saints has a chair. This is amazing.
City Saints are going after Avery.
There is a bunch of drama that is about to ensue after this show, Nuck. I can sense it. Can you?
Oh
my God!
Shotgun drop kick. Avery is getting decimated by the Steel City Saints.
This may be the last time we see Avery Burns in an MWA ring. And Blank for that matter, too. I wonder how big the fine's going to be. Nuck, when you were originally scripting this match, how many minutes did you say they had?
What are you talking about? What is a script?
Oh, sorry. Wrestling is real. I forgot.
And Avery
thrown towards Saints, and a beast unleashed. The Steel City Saints are showing some dominance right now. And that is, I can't imagine that is the way that Avery wanted this show to end. At the very least, she still has that title.
Yeah.
The Steel City Saints are getting out of here.
Dobby, whatever I said previously, just please bleep that too. Wrestling is real, folks. And what's also real is that Blank walks out of here not with the Spotlight Championship, but with the last laugh here tonight. What a match. Absolutely stupendous stuff.
Oh my god.
Wait just a second.
Oh my god, it's been
Wait, what?
35 minutes. And I can't imagine a time better than now to strike. Are we about to see a new champion?
Here
comes Cassidy.
She just pushed through Jasper.
Is she passing in?
Wait,
oh my god,
Faywind!
what?
Psychosis to Cassidy.
Faywind just took out Cassidy. Faywind just took out Cassidy.
Cassidy was looking to cash in, but Faywind was there.
Faywind sends Cassidy out the ring. He's got something else in mind. Avery is laid out on the ground and Faywind alone in the ring with her.
Faywind doesn't want anyone as Spotlight Champion but Avery Burns, just so he can finally put an end to Avery's reign.
Faywind says, I'm the only one who gets to beat her for that title. That title is mine. And he turns around. He says, give me that title now. He's getting the belt from the Avery's pretty much dead, has not been able to get the title back.
Avery stumbles up.
Or Avery does have the title.
Or runny nose. But now Faywind just snatching the belt from Avery. Oh my god.
And this is a sight. What a way to end the longest episode of Unleashed ever.
And this will probably stay the longest for a very long time.
Avery and Faywind. Faywind wants Spotlight Championship, and that's going to call it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week.
Good night, everybody.